Well, hey there everyone, Kaye here from my homestead in Tennessee. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you hit that subscribe button. Click all so you won't miss any episodes. Well, today I just wanted to bring you up to date what's been happening here on the homestead. As you probably know, there was a huge storm that passed through, I don't know how many states. It started in Texas and it went through Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina. By the time it got to North Carolina, it had kind of wound down, but it hit here like gangbusters and it was pretty scary. Okay, Patch, it's just you and me for this one, okay? Just stay calm. I just dragged those 2 pieces of tin in here because I know they were going to take off. I thought this thing was over, but this wind is much worse than during the actual threat. Tornado warning. Something laying in my driveway over there. That's that's the top off of my strawberry bed. More damage to my shea cloth. Oh yes, just worried about that tarp over there. It's still there. Got my rocking chairs right here in the front. All my window boxes, my metal chairs. I don't have anything on my porch. There's my Carolina bells. And that was the hardest winds I've seen here, and I'm really lucky that I just had a lot of downed limbs. Now, I may have big trees downed in the forest. I don't know. I haven't ventured out into the forest because guess what? It's so warm now, the snakes are out. In fact, Jack saw a snake crawl into the hay in my shop the other day, and I put the cats in there for a few hours, and they didn't come out with anything, so I assume it's still in there. I don't know. But anyway, welcome to my channel. Let me give you a quick update about what's going on. So I rode the storm out with Patch inside, and of course Lyndon, my senior cat. She slept through it. She didn't notice anything. But Patch and I were under the stairs. I posted something on my community page. By the way, if you are subscribed to my channel, when you look at your subscription feed, you will see all the posts, the community post. Many people don't even realize that. But if you're not hearing from me in a video, I'm always posting my updates on the community page. I've been posting these gorgeous, the blooming of these gorgeous amaryllis. This is the red. There's going to be 3 total blooms on this one, and this one, the 4th one, is just about to open. So I can't the beauty of amaryllis is beyond description, in my opinion. And if you have an opportunity to grow amaryllis either outside or inside, I highly recommend it, because especially, you know, they bloom in February. Whether they bloomed in February, started blooming in February in California, they did the same here because they're indoors. So they take this time as their cue to bring you beauty when there's very little else, especially here. There's like nothing blooming. All of the daffodils are gone. And so this is it, except for my angel wing begonia. And that's just got a cluster on it. So everything else is pretty dull. Okay, so I was so fortunate to have the help of my neighbors yesterday. Kip, the contractor I hired to replace my roof on my shop. They did a great job. I made 3 videos of that, and I hope you'll go back and watch. They replaced my shop roof, which I had been concerned about virtually since I got here, and because I knew it was leaking. The old one was leaking, and I knew why, and we got all of that replaced. So fortunately it didn't blow off day before yesterday, and he texted yesterday morning and he said, "Do you have any damage?" And I said, "Well, I was just about to get on the 4-wheeler and take a drive around and see." He said, "Well, we'll be over in a little while." And I didn't know what that meant. I thought maybe, I said, "Well, can you bring your chainsaw? Because I know that there's one limb that was down. It was laying over the compost bin." So he said, "Sure, you know, I got it out." So they come over with the children, the young girls, 5 and 2, I think, and they set up a hammock for them to play and things for them to do on the driveway. And so they proceeded, you know, to just jump in and work, and I had no idea. I thought they were just going to help me like clean off the driveway, which, okay, this is funny. So in my sort of compartmentalized, trying to be organized way, always thinking of the wood being something that I need for, you know, to burn for my heat, I had gone around with the dump trailer full of 2 5-gallon buckets and a big container, and I was sorting out the logs from the tiny branches for kindling, you know, and then the medium and the bigger. And so I had that all organized, and I was going all around, and you know, of course I have enough kindling out here for like 3 years already collected. Good job! You are such a good tree climber. Thank you for helping me pick up sticks. Okay? Just don't get too close to the road, please. It's dangerous. And so, but I'm going around doing my thing, and I've gotten, you know, probably about half of, or a third of the sticks and things picked up. The driveway was cleared, and I was working my way down the front, along the road, and here they come. So they proceed to start working, and they were working here for like 2.5 hours. I lost track, actually. They left about 1:30 or 2 o'clock. And I said, well, my goodness, you know, they were cutting logs and moving stuff. And he goes, "Kay, what are you going to do with all this stuff? You've got enough kindling for 2 years. Let's just burn it. It's just junk wood anyway. It's not good firewood." And so I said, "Well, okay, do you know how to manage that?" And he said, "Oh yeah, you know, I started one this morning at his place because they have a lot of down stuff." So we started this fire. Well, take a look at some of the images from yesterday. I am so, so grateful. Just when you're loaded down, reinforcements arrive. Okay, he went to get his, it's like a mini bush hog. that you walk behind. It's a walk behind bush hog. That's just amazing. I'm inside making some blueberry scones and lemonade for them. Oh, they're so cute. They're so, Oh, you just don't know what it does to get such wonderful help, what it does for a soul. So this is the last little bit I'm picking up right now. That has been laying here for a while. I'm gonna go and burn that. They're gone, putting the girls down for a nap, and that's where I'm going when I get this done. There's another load I could gather up, but I'm just too tired. I wanted to get as much as I could to get it on this fire, which was already burning, you know, but I'm just too tired. I continued on to about 3 o'clock, 3:30 I think I got in, and fortunately the cats came in. I closed everybody up and I said, I gotta lay down. I was just pooped. And so today I'm very, very sore, but I managed to get my pepper seedlings in the tray. And once again, I planted a lot of varieties because over the years I have gotten so many seeds. I bought a lot of seeds last year from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, and I had other seeds that I've collected, my favorite seeds and so forth, and some Baker Creek that I bought in their pumpkin spice jalapeno really did well last year. So I planted some old seeds like back to 2017 and new seeds from last year, as well as seeds I collected. So I lost count. I had between 20 and 30 varieties. There are 50 cells in here. And what I decided to do is I put 4 seeds in each cell, and I'll select, when they come up, I'll select the strongest. So I just have either 1 or maybe 2 that I can save and then pot up. And so here are 10 varieties that I wanted to do double because I really like them. And then other ones just have 1 cell. So we'll see what comes up. And I just want to point out, if you're just getting started seeding, a lot of people say, well, what seed mix do you use? I use different ones. It depends on, here I can't always get what I want. I was in Walmart and Jiffy was on sale. It's a much more powdery, it dries out faster, so you got to be very careful, because if you water from the bottom, it can get too wet and then it sits in there, and then if you have the dome on it, it'll get moldy, or the green starts growing on it. And so it's a real balance to try to get through that germination period without having the green stuff. Now, someone pointed out you can use cinnamon, sprinkle cinnamon on the dirt to combat that green, I don't know if you call it mold, I guess it's just, I don't know what it is, the green stuff. Also you get the white powdery, so that's obviously mold too. So you can get those 2 different things when you keep it under the dome too long and you've got too much water underneath. I try to just start with damp soil, and the best tip that I've ever been given, because I struggled so much with those gnats in my house. I can't tell you. I had those traps, the little sticky traps everywhere, and oh my goodness, such a battle. But if you use, in your tea kettle, just boil some water and have your potting soil in a bucket. Pour it over when it's boiling and pour it into the soil, mix it up with a stick, and then put a lid on it. And it kills all of those eggs or whatever, the larvae from those gnats. And I'm telling you, I haven't had a gnat on any of those onions, and it's just been such a blessing. I'm just one less thing to worry about. So we'll see how many of these come up and what's going to be strongest, and I'll be sure and give you an update on that. Okay, so that's what's going on. I have to go over to Nashville and see my mother. It's just such a blessing. I was just talking to our late bloomer friend today, Patricia, who has a disabled husband, and she had all of these trees downed, and she's out there. The chainsaws are too big and heavy for her, and she's out there with a hacksaw at 10 o'clock at night trying to get in her driveway, cutting limbs off of a pine tree that fell. And I'm just thinking, I am so blessed to have somebody that's just willing and wanted to help me yesterday. I took some steaks over, roasted sweet potatoes that I grew, and carrots and onions, and she whipped together a salad, and we had a lovely meal out on their new deck. She's got fairy lights and colored lights, and it's just magical what they've set up back there. So it was a really nice way to end the day. Expand your community. We're gonna need each other with whatever we're facing here. We really don't know, because every day, I mean, like yesterday, there's another derailment in Ohio. We don't know. All we know is we need to be prepared, be self-sufficient, and reach out and have each other to fall back on. So with that note, I'll say goodbye for now, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.